navigating the icebergs of communication. So you are on the Titanic and you would like not to crash onto the iceberg. And the thing is that we often fail on the basics of things. So let me ask you this question. What are the answers to the yes or no question? So, what are the answers to that?
Yes.
No.
Yes. No.
It depends.
It depends. Yeah, thank you, Agile community for that, and consultants. So maybe this one, perhaps. And maybe both, because oftentimes we are missing the context of what the question actually is. If we have both, we can have neither. And if we have that, we can also go into other dimensions of not stating it quite right. For example, with inadequate context. So you are either too general with your question or too precise, and the answer becomes impossible. Then we can also go into false dichotomy. Someone is presenting you with two choices, but both choices are wrong. Would you prefer coffee rather than tea? Oh, juice, please. And there are more answers to this, like part of A, part of B, because we are working with complicated systems that are composed of many different parts. We can also go with like 20% B, 80% A, and these are the answers that can be structured differently than yes or no. So, and then we can proceed to either to some other categories of answers, like imposing an artificial categorization. Oh, if you ask your boss about what does they think about something, oh, this is 60% technical, 40% political issue, but they made it on the spot. Maybe. And there can be a mu answer. A mu answer comes from Zen koans, and this is the answer to the questions that make no slightest sense of it. And this is posing the invalidity of the question itself. And as you can see, I just brought up 11 of these answers here, and you can make up some more. But here we can try to map these answers out, and as you see, who is particularly aware about the Cynefin framework here in this group? So if you aren't, I'm not going to explain it right now. Come to me after this talk. But the most important thing is that we are working with the different levels of complexity of our life. And there can be things that need an expert, and there are things that are not predictable at all, like weather, for example. And the answers to the yes or no question do not lie only in the domain that is dedicated to yes and no answers. People can answer with different answers from different domains, from different levels of complexity. And we need to catch them there. Because if you think about this question, the thing is that it often manipulates us into thinking that the only answers for that question are yes or no. But the real answer and the truth to that is that there is a trap, that people faced with such a question cannot answer about what they really feel, but they will probably go into the domain that they work most often with. And for programmers, that would be the domain of code, the domain of coding, which is a complicated problem which needs experts that deliver results in a predictable way. And for the people that are dealing with humans, they will be working in the complex domain and dealing with uncertainty, with unpredictability. And a lot of things can happen when you when you do not align your expectations of the answer with what you are actually getting from people. And there is the middle part of this diagram I showed you before, the aporetic diagram, the confused part, the I don't know part. And there is a sense of depth in the answer I don't know. But the thing is that we are often discouraged with to say I don't know. But with some tools, you can basically choose the aporetic option and still answer I don't know with a sense of confidence that makes you a little bit more stylish and riding on the waves. So this is it. And this is the one type of questions that is very, very easy to ask. We ask them all the time. So let's start from the basics. Let's navigate through the waters of communication, and then we would be able to work better with people, with teams, and provide some change in our organizations. Thank you very much.